Alright guys, today we're gonna get personal, real personal. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Monique and I make lifestyle and advice videos here on YouTube. Today's conversation is going to be quite a personal one. It's going to be very open, I'm gonna say, and this is my first time doing a video like this, so I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. So today I'm going to be talking about birth control and basically the different methods there are, the ones that I've used, and my experience overall. So I'm going to make a short disclaimer real quick. Don't worry, you won't have to skip through, but I do want to apologize for not uploading last week. I did film a video, I edited it and everything. I took like 2 days to edit that video. I really put my time and passion into that video, all for me to try to upload it to YouTube, for them to tell me that, well, for my Final Cut Pro to tell me that my files have been corrupted and there was no video to upload to YouTube. Very upset because I had 2 big assignments due that week and I did not have time to film again. So I'm here again. Hopefully this video works. But yeah, so I definitely apologize about that. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. Okay, so birth control is something that every girl is going to experience in her life, or definitely hear about in her life, even if she doesn't experience birth control herself. But it definitely is something that is highly talked about in high school, and definitely a method in which I feel is important to a young girl. I'm going to start with this here. I feel like everybody who is watching this video is somewhat interested in birth control, or maybe researching it because, you know, they think they should be using it. So what I suggest is to talk to somebody close to you, somebody of a higher age level, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, you know, your aunts, a professional, medical professional, anybody. Definitely get the approval and, you know, advice from somebody close and personal to you, because it is a serious situation and it is something that I feel is beneficial to young girls who are obviously looking towards birth control for various different reasons. So I'm going to start by talking about why I started using birth control. So I started using birth control for the most common reason. One, because I was in a relationship for a year and I felt as though it was time for me to start using birth control. Along with my mother, she thought, you know, it would be a good idea for me to start as a pre-preventative method, sort of a plan, just in case, well, not just in case, for whenever that day came. On top of that, while I was researching birth control and things like that, you know, there's also a lot of benefits in getting on birth control, even if you're not interested in having sex, for your period. So birth control has this, I'm not exactly sure the scientific reason why, but they regulate your period. So if you have a really heavy period like I did in high school, very bad cramps to the point where you can't get out of bed, Midol or Advil, Tylenol, none of that stuff works. Birth control helps definitely relieve the period cramps and lighten your actual period blood and shorten your period time. So for me, it was kind of like a 2-in-1, because of course the main reason why I started getting birth control was to prevent any unplanned pregnancies and things like that, but also in order to alleviate some of the pain and issues that my period was causing me. So I used 3 different birth controls. Yeah, I've used 3 different types of birth controls so far. I'm 21 years old. And I have gone through the pill, I've gone through the NuvaRing, and I have done the shots. And for the pill, I've used 2 different brands so far. So I would say that I have a lot of experience with these types of birth controls. First, I started off on the pill, like most teenagers at my age, or young adults. So, well, at the age that I was then, I believe I was 16 or 17. and I started off on the pill. I believe I was using Minastrin or Loestrogen FE. That's the one I was using. When I started taking the pill, you take it every single day at the same time every day. Now, some doctors will tell you that you don't have to take it at the same time, and you don't, because it'll just be as active. But a lot of doctors tell you to take it at the same time so that you can develop a routine and don't forget to take your pill. So it kind of just makes it a habit or a second nature kind of thing. So I would do whatever your doctor tells you to do. My doctor personally told me to take it at the same time every day. My friend had a doctor who told her that she didn't have to take it at the same time every day. So just do whatever your physician tells you to do. I had an issue with taking my pill every single day, which is why I discontinued the pill for a while. I would forget to take my pill, and when you forget to take your pill one day, you have to take 2 the next day. So, you know, you'll take one as soon as you wake up, and you'll take your next one at your regularly scheduled time. So with that brand that I took, I would get very sick when I had to double up on my pills because I forgot the previous day. I would get morning sickness and throwing up and all this other stuff. And because I was irresponsible and I couldn't take them every day, I discontinued using the pills. Now, before I was missing days and stuff like that, I didn't get any symptoms on the pill, any negative symptoms when I was on the pill. My period was definitely regulated. I didn't have any more cramps. I don't think I got any cramps with Loestrin, whatever it's called. And my flow was definitely a lot lighter than it was before. So there was a lot of positive aspects to the pill, but at that age, 16 or 17, I was just so fed up with having to take this every day and getting sick because I would forget to take it. And I was like, whatever, what is the next option I can take? So I went to my gynecologist and I talked to her, told her the pill's not working out for me because I can't remember to take it. What else is there for me to try? So she suggested that I try the NuvaRing. Now, the NuvaRing is a little plastic ring about this big. I'll insert a picture as well somewhere. But it's like a plastic ring about this big, and you insert it into your vagina. With the NuvaRing, you are supposed to insert it, leave it in for 3 weeks. At the end of the 3rd week, you take it out, leave it out for a week. This is when your period comes. And I believe on the Sunday of your period, you insert the NuvaRing back in. I love the NuvaRing. I think I was on it for about a year or a year and a half. I didn't have any issues with the NuvaRing whatsoever. You don't feel it while it's in there. It's not uncomfortable or anything as long as you insert it the correct way. Periods were definitely regulated as well. I definitely bled a lot lighter. I didn't have as many cramps than I did before I started using birth control at all. With the Loestrin, I didn't get any cramps at all. With the NuvaRing, I got some cramps, but they weren't bad at all. They were definitely tolerated by Advil, Midol, things like that. So after my time off from birth control, I'm not exactly sure how long it was. I think it was a few months, maybe, nothing too big. After that, I decided to try the shots. I heard about so many people gaining weight from the shot that I was like, oh my God, I've been trying to gain weight forever. Let's go, let's do the shot. So the pro was, it lasts for 3 months. You don't have to worry about anything. You just get the shot. It's immediate. And I believe it stays in your system. Don't quote me, but I believe it stays in your system for about a year. The only con with the pill was that it depletes the calcium in your bones. So over time, with the shot, your bones would begin to get weaker and more fragile. The solution to this was taking calcium pills. So here I am again on the shot and still having to take a pill every day, or remember to take a pill every day. And the calcium pills are huge. They're like this big, like you can't see, like that big. And I just didn't take them. I was just like, I'm not swallowing these huge pills, or I just didn't even think about it. My bones were really getting a lot weaker. I would notice if I would sit with my legs crisscrossed, like my knee would lock, and my ankles are really weak. I also developed runner's knee in my right knee. So sometimes when I do too much, my knee will hurt really bad and I'll have to wear like a knee brace. And prior to taking the shot, I had fractured my knee like in middle school or something. So when you fracture or break a bone, it never goes back to normal. So my knee was already, messed up. So I guess the shot might have added to it a little bit, or it may have nothing to do with the shot, but I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. Definitely say if you're gonna get the shot to take your calcium pills with it, because it will deplete the calcium in your bones, like the doctors tell you that. But then again, everybody's body is different, so you guys may be able to take this shot without calcium pills at all and be completely fine. So definitely keep that in mind. This is just me sharing my experience with you guys to help, you know, so you guys can learn a little bit more about birth control. Is my video. If I didn't answer any of your questions, please leave them down below in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to see my video postings every Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.